everybody. It's a happy Tuesday. You know, Rock made a video, so I'm gonna make one too. Yeah, it's fun talking to you last night, Rock. It sure was. I always love to talk to my YouTube friends on the telephone. It's really special. But now last night, let me tell you about last night. We had severe storms. I waited all day long yesterday to tape a storm for you because they told us we were going to have severe storms. And they even said it was going to be one of those, it may be one of those derechos. You know, I made a video about we had one of those about 3 or 4 years ago, and our power was out for about 8 days, and oh, it was a mess. It's the worst. I've never seen anything like it in my life, ever. It was amazing. Scary, too, but anyway, they said it might be that, so I had my camera ready. And I was running from the front door to the back door. I had to make sure I caught it all. But it was a big bust. It wasn't anything. And of course I was glad, you know. But I sure would like to get that wind on a videotape one day. It's amazing. Wind going 60 and 70 miles an hour. But anyway, last night it stormed. It stormed for hours. It kept me and James both up for hours. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, it's the worst and the best because I like storms. Storms we've had this summer, and lightning flashing and thunder and rain hitting the house. It was a pretty good storms, and it lasted for hours. It started about 2 o'clock in the morning. It was still going on at 6. So, yeah, I told James, I said, man, we had some storms. But I told you I'd be back to you pretty soon. And, you know, there's things I forgot to show you. I forgot to show you my birthday cards. I got 2 birthday cards. And this one's from my good friend up in New York. I hope you can see that. She always sends me such sweet little cards. And this one's got glitter on it. And she sent me Duncan's. She got a little cat, and she named him, she put our last name into his name. So she showed me where, you know, the vet sent her a card. It was time for his visit, and she wanted to show me that it used our name. So sweet. And then Rock sent me a video, not a video, but a birthday card, and she said she hoped it wasn't too cheeky. Now, that's pure Rock right there, I tell you what. That card made me laugh so hard. It made James laugh, but thank you, Rock and Barb. I've showed you the birthday cards that you sent me. But, yeah, it made my day when I got those cards, and I thank you girls so much. But what I really wanted to talk to you about was, I know everybody notices it, is the price of things and how they're downsizing. It's sort of like a mini rant. It makes me angry every time I go to the store, because now the Campbell's Soup Company's doing the same thing. They're downsizing their cans in their family size. I use cream of mushroom soup, sometimes in casseroles, and they've downsized it by 3 or 4 ounces. And of course we're paying the same, if not more, for it. The other day, what it was is I was looking at the toilet tissue in the bathroom. And I said, golly, this, and I would come and show James what they'd done. And I got into my thing, my crafting stuff. I had some toilet tissue holders that I was going to use as a craft. And the roll, the paper roll itself, and the rolls they're putting out now, the rolls they're putting out now are real big around, and the ones they used a couple of years ago, they're smaller. So what they're doing is they're giving us less toilet tissue, and they're winding it looser on the roll. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I feel like I got a frog in my throat. So what they're doing is they're giving us yards and yards less of toilet tissue and paper towels. And they think we're stupid and we don't realize that. It burns me up. It makes me so mad when I go to the store and I buy the same thing. I'm sure most of y'all do buy the same thing over and over. And, as shoppers, we know what it looks like. And you go and it's in a smaller can, or they've taken ounces. Like, when I was a kid, you could go buy a 3-pound can of coffee. Well, you can't do that now. It's just a little over a pound. It looks like the same 3 pounds, but it's not. And, coffee is outrageous. Outrageous. But yeah, I just get so upset when I go to the store and everything's downsized. They've made new jars, new cans. It's ridiculous. I do not know how people that's got a bunch of kids feed their kids and make it in today's world. Everything is so expensive. And I talked about me getting my mammogram. Well, I got the bill, which, James and I paid deductible because we've got pretty good insurance. Now, on this bill right here, you get my glasses. I circled it, but I don't know if you can see it or not. This is for the mammogram itself. Right here. Can you see that? $588.32. And I told James, I said, my Lord. I want you to look what that hospital has charged our insurance company. Well, James brought another thing in last night. And I guess this is what the radiologist charged to read the mammogram, which is $205. So altogether, my mammogram was almost, like just a few dollars being $800 for a mammogram. Now come on, people. I mean, how does people do it? I tell you what they do. If they don't have insurance, they don't get their medicines. They don't get, they don't get the tests they need run. And Rock and I were talking about, she was talking about MRI machines and how there's only like 2 in her city. And where I live, every office building and hospital's got MRI machines. But if you don't have insurance, I just don't think that they would even test you. I really don't. And women that don't have insurance and needs those mammograms every year, and I don't care what people say about Obamacare, people can't afford Obamacare. They can't. They can afford to get the minimum. That means if you're in the hospital, but just to get tests run and blood work done, it doesn't pay for it unless you pay $1,000 a month premium. You know what I mean? I mean, it may be different for younger people, but for people my age, I know if James and I had to buy our Obamacare, it would probably cost us $2,000 a month. Who can afford that? Obamacare is just another insurance company that people can't afford. That's all it is. And I look at all the prices that people pay for food, electricity, water, and rent. How do people make it today? I just, Lord, it just gets me so depressed. Especially when I see it cost $800 for a mammogram. $800. Now, I didn't pay $800, but there may come a time that I may have to. Ugh. It just upsets me. It does. It's not a bit funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. It makes me upset and angry. I don't know, people. I do not know, but anyway, I had some good things from my birthday cards, and then I ranted about how much stuff costs, but I wanted to get on here and say, hey, and I hope you're having a great Tuesday. We're under a severe weather warning, again, a warning, which means it's probably going to happen. We're under a flood watch. When I got up this morning, the creek over across from my house was just a roaring water coming off the mountain. So, where I live, it doesn't flood, but I have seen it out in the road at the creek, but we're a little bit, as you come up the holler, we come up a little, we're going up. But now, down below us, it does flood, gets in the road and stuff, But anyway, I hope you're having a great Tuesday. This is Melissa, reporting from up in the holler. Bye, everybody.